Hi, I'm Jon Wiegand. I'm here with the 4 Texas seniors of the men's tennis team. Alex Hilliard, Chris Camillone, Daniel Whitehead, and Ben Chen. Thank you guys so much for sitting down and having a bit of banter with me this evening. So all you guys are seniors on the men's tennis team, but not only that, you're all from Texas, born and raised here. Ben, what's it like to grow up in Texas and come play tennis for the University of Texas?
Growing up in Texas, you know, we've all followed UT for a long time, and I think the biggest thing about coming to Texas, it was really an easy transition. You know, we're all from Texas, so we all live close by, close to our families, and you know, coming to school, we already knew a bunch of people.
Daniel, were you a Longhorn the day you picked up a tennis racket?
I was always interested in the Texas schools because I knew I wanted to stay in Texas. But like Chen said, it was easy to transition to coming here because you know I knew Alex was already here. I knew a couple of the other guys that were here from Texas, and then obviously when Camillone and Chen were coming here, it was easy to feel very comfortable.
After I came here, you know, I pushed really hard to get these guys to come with me because, you know, we had grown up playing against each other for the last 5 years of our junior career. So to have them kind of follow me and come here was a great deal.
You guys grew up with each other in juniors. How well did you guys know each other before coming to the 40 acres?
I've known all these guys since probably I was 12 years old. And, you know, we've been competing against each other every month. When I decided to come here, you know, I was already very familiar with all these guys.
I played Chris Camillone once in the boys 14s where still to this day he hit the best shot he's ever hit. and me and Ben Chen played each other, I think about 30 times in the juniors, maybe 40. But one time there were a couple close line calls that I still think, you know, were in my favor. I'm sure he thinks we're in his favor, but you know, they were in my favor.
Alex, you were the first one. You were essentially the first boots on the ground here at Texas for this class because now you're in your 5th year. What did Alex do for you in terms of the ability to communicate with the older guys or help welcome you onto the team?
I've always said it, and I said it in my senior speech, Alex, I don't know how many other people could have assumed the role of bridging the gap between, you know, mine, Ben, and Daniel's kind of generation and what we want to teach too. We like the message that was established by those leaders before us, and I think that's a big reason as to why we're here, and Alex told us, you know, how to operate in that way, and we learned a lot from that, and we do our best to kind of keep that tradition alive, and I think that's because Alex put that with us.
When you guys hit the road and you have your road trips and your team dinners and things, there's a game that's played. It's called Toothpick. What's the best toothpick story?
The whole team plays, and we're all given one toothpick, and we break this toothpick into 3 pieces. So it starts with you put either 1, 2, or 3 pieces of this toothpick in your fist. So you put it out on the table, and you go around, and you guess how many pieces of toothpicks there are combined on the table. And if you guess the right amount, then you're safe. You're out. And whoever's the last person standing, they lose, and they have to do whatever is determined beforehand. Sudanwa has a really good one. We're in
his whole sophomore year.
Yeah. We lost like 5 times in a row. Oh God.
Yeah, so he had a lot of them, but one of them that really stuck out was in Miami, and we go to that trip in Miami in January, and he, we always go to dinner in this big market area. So the toothpick was that the loser had to go into the middle of this sort of congested area and just start breaking it down, dancing to this music for a solid minute or so. And
oh, man.
I mean, it would have been great seeing anybody else dance, but the way that Sudanwa dances and just the scene, that was one of the more memorable ones. I don't know if I can really put it into words.
Chris, we talk about the legacy that you would like to leave.
Well, I think that the legacy that I want to leave, and I think that what all 4 of us for sure want to leave, is just the fact that we kind of want to be recognized as a group that was willing to sacrifice a lot for the good of the team and that kind of family atmosphere. I know I want to be recognized as someone who had the team's and the family's best intentions in mind. That's for sure the one thing that I want to maintain above all else is how close-knit this team is. We've traveled a lot, and teams aren't like this across the country. They're not this close. It's just, that's a fact, and I want to keep it that way, and I think these other 3 guys want to keep it that way as well.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Alex, take this next level, because we've kind of heard Chris talk about the importance of things outside of just tennis.
This is a great intermediary stop for us before we go into the next phase of our lives, whatever job we get. we've already gotten lots of advice and lots of help on which direction we need to go in. You know, some of us it's grad school. For me, it's law school. For Chris, it may be law school. You know, Chen is going to be an investment banker, probably making 10 times what all of us make.
He's really raking it in.
Yeah.
Still instigating.
So it's been great, you know, and that attests to what Chris said about how close-knit the Longhorn family is, and especially the tennis team. You know, I've talked to guys from other teams, and anyone who has seen how our team functions has said that they've never seen a team as close as we are. And that's just what, you know, this whole interview's about, is how we're a family.